okay, I saw.
He's next up. He's number 2.
All right, here we go. Let me bring everybody in and we'll get started here. Mr. Gerke's getting comfortable there.
Who?
Mr. Gerke.
If you're on your phone trying to do it, I will let you know our application isn't compatible with phone.
No, I'm not
So
on
you
the.
may run it.
Okay. Good morning, Jail.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I think we have Mr. Day and Ms. Blanchard with the Defender's Office. I think we'll get. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Blanchard. Good morning, Mr. Day.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's get started here with, in the matter of Brittany Barnes on 242377 and then ticket numbers 892-6180B, C. Sure there's an 8 ticket, so we got those. Let's see, appearances for the record for Raymond.
Ethan Day on behalf of Miss Barnes, Your Honor, and I was only able to read Miss Barnes the traffic matters. I did not have the crim file, so I would need a formal reading of those.
Oh, that one, she just didn't want to show up in our court back in June, so we'll ask Miss Barnes why she didn't want to show up on June 24th. Miss Barnes, is there a reason why you didn't want to come to our pretrial?
No, for pretrial,
Yeah,
for what,
information to a police officer was the original.
oh, yeah, yes, I was in the middle of moving and I didn't get the paperwork in the mail. I had went to court for the other charges that were dropped after that, and I just assumed, I guess, that if I would have missed something, that I would have heard something from my
Well,
attorney.
you heard something from where you're at.
Cause I went to,
So you failed to pay fines and costs on, apparently no proof. You did respond to a 10-day notice.
yes, all my paperwork got sent to a different address.
Well, back during the pandemic, so you have to let us know what your addresses are. Can't read. All right, so we call bench. I think clerk won't mind credit time served on the civil infraction. However, you have a bench warrant as well from Judge Clark on the other, which was fines and costs of $175 or 30 days. Not sure what that was about. So we did call the bench warrant. Refer back to Judge Clark. And then, let's see, today is the 12th. And then ability to pay hearing. 175 cash bond. This is the second failure to appear, so there'll be a cash bond on that. And then on the false information, we'll recall the bench warrant. This is my case, bench warrant. Reset. Do we have your correct address on Brockway?
Judge, I have an
No,
updated address for Miss Barnes at 1623 Owen Street, Saginaw, Michigan, 48601.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me just double check what. Reset the pretrial. You gotta get over to the Office of Assigned Counsel too. You're just a mess here on your files. You keep your business, man. Reset. Yeah, it's 175 cash bond on Judge Clark's, and for mine, I was doing a PR bond, understanding that you need to show the court. All right, there you go. You're all set.
Thank you, Judge.
Pace.
Matter of Miss Lee, 448, for the record.
Ethan Day on behalf of Miss Hayes, Judge, we'd waive the reading.
All right.
I have no clue what you're talking
Have a
about.
seat, please be quiet, trainer. You got a PR bond and one cash money.
Plead not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel, and then that's the bond. This is one of the weekend warrants I had.
Yes, Judge, if I may, as to bond, I'd like the court to take under advisement that Ms. Hayes has lived here her entire life. I've spoken with her about the rules of no contact. That will not be an issue. I'd like the court to note that she's a CNA at Covenant Grand in Frankenmuth. She's been there for 10 years, and I've had occasion to review the bond recommendation and the lien tendered by the people. She has nothing assaultive in her history. She also has 4 kids under the age of 18 that are all in her care, staying with her mother presently. We'd ask for a PR bond, Judge.
As long as she stays away from, Cantu there. All right, PR bond, good luck, man. In the matter, People versus Kilborn on 244427, appearances for the record.
Ethan Day on behalf of Mrs. Kilborn. We'd waive the reading, stand mute, and request a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Court will, stand mute and plead not guilty. Office of Assigned Counsel, I do have court dates coming up. Pre-exam conference is 8/23 at 8:45. Preliminary exam is August 30 at 2:15. That's in front of Judge Hoffman. As to bond, please.
As to bond, Judge, I'd like the court to know that Ms. Kilborn has ties to the area, family here. She's lived here her entire life. And having had the chance to review the lien, she hasn't had anything serious or assaultive since 2003. Relatively limited criminal history. We'd ask for a PR bond. And if not, we'd ask that you set a low 10% bond, Judge. I've also spoken with Ms. Kilborn about no contact with the alleged victims. That will not be an issue. They no longer reside at her address.
What about that, she has 2 bench warrants out of 36 District Court. What's going on there?
Ms. Kilborn?
I have a traffic ticket that did 5 days, where I have another traffic ticket that was $240. I was asking, could I have time to pay or have a payment, the plan?
36th District Court. It's a different county. It's a different county.
Oh, that's, I don't, that's Detroit, but that was somebody was driving a car that I had my name in, and they had got a ticket in my name. I wasn't driving that car. But they was in Detroit with that car, but the title was in my name, they put the ticket in my name, but I don't have nothing to do with that. That's why I don't like putting stuff.
Vince, he just wants you to understand that that's in your name. You're gonna have to work to get that resolved, okay?
I would do that, I would do that. I just have to get to Detroit,
Understood.
but everything I'm going through, I would.
Well, I think you were a weekend warrant for me there. No, that was not. That's something else. Mixed up. Oh, I got you mixed up.
She's been in custody since Thursday, Judge.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna stay away from everybody? Gonna take a little time out?
Yes, sir.
7,500 PR, no contact with the victim. All right, good luck, man.
Right over here.
Yes, sir.
People versus low, 244444.
Do that again?
Lloyd Blanchard on behalf of Ms. Lowe's. At this time, we'd waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
For winner plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel, ask to bond, please.
As to bond, Your Honor, Ms. Lowe's, she's been a lifelong resident of the Saginaw County area. She understands that there is a no contact order in place and intends to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. She also has 4 children who are all in her care, so we would ask for a high PR bond in this matter.
All right. You'll have no contact with Henry there?
Go ahead.
No.
All right. PR bond, no contact with him. People versus
Warrants.
2444.
Lloyd Blanchard on behalf of Ms. Morales. This time, we'd waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Winner plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel, ask to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, Ms. Morales is 51 years old. If we go back to the criminal record, it's very limited. The most recent was a charge in 2018 that was dismissed, and before that, Charges are from 1990 and 2008. I don't believe she was a flight risk. She understands the no contact order. The alleged victim does not reside at the address given to me, and she has a 14-year-old daughter that she needs to take care of. So we asked for a PR bond in this matter.
What's that? Oh, picnic. Pre-exam conference 8:23 at 8:30. Preliminary exam 8:30 at 2 p.m. That's in front of Judge Hoffman as well. You'll have no contact with Mr. Flores.
Yes, yes. I mean, no.
All right. Well, you know, you got a history there where it looks like in the past. Put it this way, you go at about 0 to 60 in your response to situations. You have a lot of prior assaulted crime. If you're a drug test today, how are you going to test?
I'm sorry?
If you're a drug test today, how are you going to test?
Clean.
A reason for the delay?
What reason? Just nervous.
Okay. Well, if I know, I can fashion a bond to kind of work with you on that. If I don't know, you'll just be held. So I'll ask again, if you are drug tested, are there any substances that are going to come up in the test result?
Maybe alcohol. I don't know. I might have did line. I'm not sure.
Line.
It was
A line of, I'm sorry.
cocaine. Cocaine.
All right, let's do this. But you can't do lines, can't do any illegal controlled substances. You can't even do any alcohol, okay? No firearms, no weapons of any kind. I am gonna, let's just have you drop so I can see what's in your system. I'll take the bond under advisement. And there'll be no contact with Mr. Flores, correct?
Yeah, correct.
All right, well, let's first get you to drop and get a drug sample, and then we'll go from there. I imagine it'll be a PR bond. Make sure we start with where we're at. All right, have a good day.
Right on here.
This is Deborah Silva.
Call someone, no, I'm sorry.
5. Appearances for the record.
Okay, I got one more.
We today on behalf of Ms. Silva, Your Honor, we'd waive the reading, stand mute, and request referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Court winner plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel. Pre-exam is August 23 at 8:30. Preliminary exam is August 30 at 1:30. That's in front of Judge Hoffman. As to bond, please.
As to bond, Judge, I'd like the court to take under advisement that Ms. Silva's lived here her entire life. She has ties to the area, and I've had occasion to review the bond recommendation as well as the lien. I understand that she has no assaultive crimes and really only 3 offenses, driving related, and traffic related. As such, I'd ask for a PR bond, and if the court's not inclined to do that, we would ask for a low 10%. With regard to the day reporting suggestion by the prosecution, we don't have any objection to that. Just we would ask that she be able to day report over the phone because she doesn't have any transportation.
This is a weekend warrant, and I heard kind of the facts relating to why she was arrested. Who lives at the South Hemlock Road address with her?
That's her mother, Judge, and she would be staying with her aunt and uncle off of Nashville.
If you're a drug tester today, Ms. Silva, how would you?
Your drug test, how would you drug test?
I think I would pass.
The qualifier, you think? No.
What did you say?
You think you would pass?
Pardon?
Can you elaborate on why you think you will pass?
I haven't done anything but drink, and that was yesterday, so.
It looks like that's the people's understanding as well. They've asked for, no alcohol.
My concern is, safety to the family members. All right. This. Let's drug test. Floating, and then I'll take under advisement and then make a decision. Absolutely no contact with the victims in this case. Are you clear on that one, Ms. Luma?
Yes.
In the matter of People versus Chet, schedule 1433. This is a bench warrant. Failed to keep your payment plan, so a 10-day letter went out back on May.
Is this Mr. Deming, Your Honor?
It is.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Mr. Deming. Mr. Deming was in a recovery house. When he was picked up, he's been there since June 3rd, which is why he has not been able to keep his payment plan. He did, however, get a job on Friday that he was supposed to start Friday afternoon. However, he was picked up after his morning meeting.
We call bench warrant, refer back to D5. Well, there was a letter that was sent. Let's see. When did he go into treatment?
June 3rd.
Letter was sent over in May or over a month before that. All right, I'll refer it back to Judge Jurens. If he were drug tested today, how would he test?
I clean.
All right. Jail, we could drug test.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Any hearing, hold if positive. And then, 2000. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Then we're on Madam Dookie, 243585, 244040. Appearances for the record.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Mr. Gerke. At this time, we would ask for a formal reading on the record.
Disorderly person ordinance violation from Carlton, alleged on 5/30 of 24, I believe it's 5/30 of 24. 90-day maximum penalty and or $500. Court winner plea of not guilty. Office of Assigned Counsel. On felony file 243585, Mr. Gerke is charged with 2 counts. First count is home invasion in the 3rd degree. That alleges on 6/9 of 24 over on Hill Street in the city of Saginaw, County of Saginaw, state of Michigan, that Mr. Gerke did break and enter or did enter without permission. That is a felony of 5 years and or $2,000 maximum penalty. Count 2 is a misdemeanor count of larceny less than $200. That's a 93-day maximum penalty and or $500 maximum financial fine, or 3 times the value of property stolen, whichever is greater. Court will enter a plea of not guilty. Office of Assigned Counsel. Mr. Gerke, I do have court dates for you already. That's on 8/26 at 11:15. And then a preliminary exam on September 3 of 10:30 at 10:30, that's in front of Judge Fickner. As to bond and all.
As to bond, Your Honor, Mr. Gerke's lived in the area for the past 8 years. He has no pending cases. He's not on probation or parole currently. He was very forthcoming about his criminal history, and he is staying at the Mission right now. And he understands that there will be a no contact order with the venue and the alleged victim.
Well, let's do this. Yeah, I saw a number of cases, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. With regard to the disorderly person, 2,000 personal recognizance. With regard to the felony home invasion, that will be a 5,000 cash surety, 10%, based on the nature of the charges and based on the defendant's prior record, prior court history. No contact with the victim. Don't forget.
I'll scribble it on there.
In the matter of People versus Rogelio Gutierrez, 241820, appearances for the record.
Zoe Blanchard, on behalf of Mr. Gutierrez, we would ask for a formal reading on the record.
Mr. Gutierrez is charged with 8 counts. Beginning with count 6, Mr. Gutierrez is charged with possession, controlled substance, less than 25 grams. The possession is cocaine, as alleges, on 8/21 of 23. There is a second offense notice that is attached. Therefore, it is twice the maximum imprisonment, which goes from 4 years to 8 years and or $25,000 or 50,000, excuse me. Count 7, weapons, felony firearm. That is 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction. Count 8, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. That is 5 years and or $5,000 maximum penalty, mandatory forfeiture of the weapon or device. Count 9, weapons, felony firearm, 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction. Count 10, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon. That is 5 years and or $5,000 mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. Count 11, weapons, felony firearm, 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction. Mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. Count 12, controlled substance, maintaining a drug house. There is a controlled substance second or subsequent offense notice, which is double the penalty, so it takes it from a high court misdemeanor of 2 years and or $25,000 to 4 years and or $50,000. Count 13, weapons, felony firearm, felony of 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction. These allegations are on or about 8/21 of 23. Mr. Gutierrez, do you understand the nature of the charges against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court then will have you see mute and not guilty. Are you to hire a lawyer or seek a court-appointed attorney?
I'm probably gonna use the court-appointed, sir.
Refer you over to the office of assigned counsel. You have court dates that have been established for you. Your probable cause conference is set for August 23 at 8:45. Your preliminary exam is set for August 30 at 2:30. That will be in front of Judge Hoffman. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, Mr. Gutierrez only has a ninth grade education level. He's been a lifelong resident of Saginaw. He's currently getting on Social Security. He has 4 children that he sees on the weekend. There are no pending cases. He's not currently on probation or parole. And Mr. Gutierrez has offered to do tether and to drop daily, because his jaw is broken and he needs to go to the hospital to get it fixed. If it's split down the middle, the nurse at the jail can attest to that as well. So we'd ask for a high PR bond.
Well, given the name Rogelio is translated to mean great things, I don't think that means numerous things. He has a prior record that is quite extensive. I'm sure if the jail needs to get him over to the hospital, they can. What I will do is take under advisement the bond and then be in contact with the jail to craft something that ensures the safety of the public, given the nature of the charges and given the nature of the situation that Mr. Gutierrez is in. All right, I'll figure something out. In the matter of People versus Pittman on 225935, 22759, file number 222098, case number 244447. Appearances for the record.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Mr. Pittman. At this time, we would waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty on 225935. Office of Assigned Counsel. With regard to 22759, there is a bench warrant who failed to appear for a show cause hearing on April 22 of 24. Court will recall that warrant. And I'll address the bench warrant in a minute. On 222098, court will recall the bench warrant that has failed to appear for a pretrial and show cause in front of Judge Fickner on 9/12 of 22. I'll address the bench warrant for bond in a minute. And then in regards to 244447, court will enter a plea of not guilty, also referred to Office of Assigned Counsel. Here are the court dates on the felony. Pre-exam, 8/23 at 8:30. Preliminary exam, August 30 at 1:45 in front of Judge Hoffman. And I believe that is on both cases. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, Mr. Pittman has been a lifelong resident of Saginaw. He has been working at Premier Laundry for the past 1.5 years full-time. He has 2 kids that he pays child support on, and he's current on his support with that. He's very forthcoming about his criminal history and his pending cases. So we just ask for a reasonable bond in this matter.
All right. Given that there are numerous cases that contain bench warrants for failure to appear, in addition, I believe, let me double check. Yeah. With regard to the failure to appear on a show cause, Judge Fickner. Let's see where a show cause was. Or failure to appear at a pretrial, I believe. So 3,500 cash surety, 10% bond. On file number 22759, it involves a petition and show cause for failure to pay fines and costs, and then also to attend substance abuse treatment at Sacred Heart. Given this is also one of numerous bench warrants, bond will be set at $755 cash only bond. On file number 225935 involves the possession of methamphetamines and possession of narcotic under 25 grams. Again, given that Mr. Pittman has demonstrated he has failed to appear at court, bond will be set at $5,000 cash surety, 10% bond. With regard to file number 24447, this was a weekend warrant. I did have a chance to review that warrant. People have made a bond recommendation in that they have listed Mr. Pittman's prior convictions, numerous prior convictions. They've also indicated his the concern for flight, that he has not appeared. Also, there is a history of firearms conviction and assault of crimes. In this matter, they allege he was in the backseat of a vehicle with a loaded revolver, passed out from intoxication, it states. That's what they allege. Given that this involves firearms, given that there is involvement of prior convictions involving them, I believe what I had set the bond on at 25,000 cash surety. Only. All right. In the matter of People versus Alicia Hill, 2127301666 A and B. All right.
Ethan Day on behalf of Ms. Hill, we'd waive the reading, stand mute, and request a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Is Miss Hill being booked on anything else? Let me look this up.
I don't believe so, Judge. It seems that this was all she was in on.
Well, let's first on the booking fee, 10 suspend, done. With regard to failure to pay a dog license, is there a, I don't think there's a bench warrant. I think it's just. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't see any. All right.
Not since 20, just the regular one.
Yeah.
Just a regular town.
Yeah, I got it right here. Ma'am, are you gonna come to court?
Yes, ma'am, yeah, yes, sir. My female just had puppies Saturday, and I wasn't able to get her vaccines because it would have hurt the puppies. So I plan, now that she's had her puppies, Undercover Angels was gonna help me, and that's why I wanted to wait until she had her puppies, so I could take both of my dogs at the same time.
Yeah. I just wanna make sure.
She'll be in court, Judge. I spoke with her. She said she understands that she'd work with an attorney out of OAC. She won't miss any court dates.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna refer over to OAC. It's not a jailable offense. I don't know why she's in jail. I know the judge gave a bench. All right, PR bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Bring all your paperwork with you, ma'am. I'm sure it'll be resolved on your next court date. Have a pleasant day. Okay, let's go now to Miss Quinn's file, 24986 and 235599. Appearances for the record. And she looks a mess.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Miss Quinn. At this time, we would ask for the bench warrants to be recalled and for the matters to be reset. We'd also ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. Miss Quinn is not aware of any attorney on record.
Well, she had Mr. Wright on one, but I think he's gonna be re-signed. All right, recall bench warrants. Is there a reason why she didn't want to come to our pretrial back on July 8th of this year?
Miss Quinn informed me that she had called multiple times to try and get the date reset. She did not have gas money to make it up to Saginaw because she lives in Clio. She also didn't know who her attorney was.
We're pretty good about returning phone calls. And if she left messages with us, we would have found out. And given that in the technology world that we can now Zoom, although Clio does seem like it's on the other side of the world, but we would have been more than happy to have her zoom in on this misdemeanor case of innkeeper defrauding. So forgive me if, given her past history, I don't believe her. So let's go with the bench warrant on Judge Clark, which was failed to appear for a preliminary exam on June 13th. Let's recall that. I assume it's, see the prior answer given that she called numerous times and didn't have gas money? Yes?
That is to my knowledge, Your Honor.
All right, I understand. Recall bench warrant, refer back to Judge Clark. And let's see, let me ask, Ms. Quinn, if you were drug tested today, how would you test?
I think I would drop dirty for weed.
Anything else?
I'm not sure. I know for sure probably weed.
Yeah, if I were a betting person, I think there would be. I'm just wondering, what's the drug of choice now?
We're asking me.
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay, cocaine.
Well, let's take under advisement. Can we drug test just so we can see what's floating through the
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Quinn, you'll get your paperwork. I'll figure it out after I find out what substances are, what pharmaceuticals you've been taking. Let's see. People versus. Appearances for the record.
Apologies, Judge. I didn't hear the name that you called.
Miss Vaughn. Miss Vaughn.
Ethan Day on behalf of Miss Vaughn. Formal reading.
She didn't respond to a 10-day letter. She owes, Judge Jurens sentenced her, oh, I forget, well, back in probably 23. Let's see. Nope, October of 22, there's, is that right? $83,115, and 81 of it was restitution. Wow. Okay.
Did you say
Yeah, that's what I said. I've never seen that before. Well, this one was why she didn't respond to a 10-day letter regarding the fines of $1,500. Is there a reason why she didn't respond?
Judge, she's been working to get a job, locked down. She has 3 kids. She lost track of it, shirked her responsibility, but she said she's motivated to get this paid and move forward.
I have her in Patrick Way.
That's a good address, Judge.
All right. Recall bench warrant, refer back to D5 and PR bond. All right. So you got to contact Judge Stern's court. You were making payments there for a minute.
Yes, I had stopped working. I had lost my job. I had got surgery and lost my job.
You got to let us know these things so we don't issue a bench warrant on you. So, all right.
Thank you, Judge.
So I've never seen an $83,000 resolution.
Right. Ooh. That's a mortgage there.
People versus Wilson, 716359, 2912671. A and B. Appearances for the record.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Miss Wilson. At this time, we would ask for the bench warrants to be recalled and then also for time to pay. Miss Wilson did inform me that she gets paid on the 19th and can pay all 3 of these tickets on the 19th.
What I'm gonna do since she's been in jail, at least for the weekend, on credit time served on the B ticket. How long have you been in jail?
Since yesterday.
Time served on ending in 359.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay this within the week?
Yes, sir.
All right. Time to pay, 7 days. You owe 120. You're all set.
That's all I owe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. People versus Joseph Barron on file number 244388. Appearances for the record.
Ethan Day on behalf of Mr. Barron. I would be unable to waive the formal reading.
All right, I will read that then for Mr. Barron. On count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. That is a felony of 10 years, DNA to be taken upon arrest, or $5,000 maximum penalty. Count 2, malicious destruction of personal property, 1,000 or more, but less than 20,000, a felony of 5 years or $10,000. Count 3, felonious assault with a dangerous weapon as it's known, 4 years and or $2,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest. Count 4, domestic violence, 93 days and or $500. Mr. Barron, do you understand the nature of the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
Have you stand mute, enter a plea of not guilty. Are you gonna hire a lawyer, court appointed?
Hire a lawyer.
To hire?
I have a lawyer already, but I just don't have a way to get a hold of him. I have no way of getting a hold of him.
Esteban.
As to bond, Judge, I'd like the court to take under advisement that he understands the rules of no contact. He'll be staying at his father's house on the corner of Niagara. He understands that he must update the court with any address changes. He's lived in Saginaw his entire life. He's a mechanic at Meekoff Fleet, works on diesel trucks. He's been there 3 months full time. He has 5 siblings in the area and his father. He has 3 children all in his care. I understand that he has a relatively limited criminal history, and we would ask that you take that under advisement and set a reasonable bond.
There is a bond recommendation.
Yeah, having had occasion to consult the bond recommendation, We would just ask that you, if you're not inclined to set a PR bond, that you set a low 10%.
And not inclined, given the nature of the charges. In that the people are alleging signs of lethality that involving intimate partner relationship, given that the domestic violence or intimate partner relationship statistics of violence are double the state and national averages, given that the allegations should include or they are allegations that are included that are choking and other matters that show signs of not only assault with intent to do great bodily harm, but if allegations were so, they also could be attempted murder. These are very serious allegations, and this court does not take these allegations lightly, given the nature of the charges and given the nature of domestic violence within our community. Bond will be set at $100,000 cash surety only, no contact with the victim. Should bond be made, there will be a GPS tracker that must be also included. The dates: pre-exam 8/19 at 11 a.m., preliminary exam 8/26 at 3 p.m. That will be back in this courtroom. Anything else?
Nothing further from me, Judge.
Very well. In the matter of People versus Hoffman on 242375 and ticket number 2620659 A and B. I did. Appearances for the record.
Zoe Blanchard on behalf of Mr. Hoffman. At this time, we would waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, not responsible on those tickets, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Okay. The bench warrant I have is from Judge Stearns, but let me do this. Court wanted a plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel. On the other matter, which is civil infraction, plea of not responsible, set for pretrial. Now, as to the bench warrant, it says failure to appear on 8/1/24 for a pretrial. Is there a reason that Mr. Hoffman didn't show up on August 1st?
Mr. Hoffman did not receive anything in the mail from what he has told me. He did, however, contact the court and his probation agent and update his address because he did recently move.
Is there a reason why he has a bench warrant out of Flint?
I am not sure.
Well, how about this? If you're a drug test, how would you test?
Negative. I'm on probation.
You forgive me if I want to verify that. Jail, did we drug test Mr. Hoffman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What are you on probation for?
Grand larceny.
Out of Flint?
No, out of Saginaw.
Saginaw. Well, let's hear that one. Oh, yep. 2 active status. Oh, I know why I didn't. One was close. Oh. Have you been going to your probation appointments?
Yeah, I just had I'm not on probation. I get sentenced on August 22nd.
Oh, that's why then they haven't, I didn't think you were because they haven't put all your conditions up. All right, so again, I'll ask you, how are you gonna drug test?
Positive.
For?
Methamphetamines.
Yeah, I understand. And you've had quite a bout, from what I understand, of trying to get out of that frame of mind. Your bench warrant out of 54B district was a traffic matter. Oh, wait a minute. What was your, let's see, what was the date of birth? No, that wasn't you. You are 89. 89. There it is. Yep, DWS. So you got a driving matter out of Flint. All right.
Yeah, it's out of Clio, which. I paid they took it out of my taxes. I don't know why there's still a.
You gonna show up to court?
I didn't think I had to since they took the money out of my taxes.
No, I'm asking, you're gonna show up for all these cases?
Oh, yeah, the only reason, Your Honor, the only reason I didn't show up is because I moved I've been in the process of moving. And I didn't get the paperwork, and Zach answers my,
You have quite a little history there. Your interaction with the judicial system is probably equal to the number of credit hours that I received in law school on matters. So you probably know it just as well as I do, that you get a notice and you gotta keep the court up to date, and yada, 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 correct?
I did, I talked to the probation officer
That's
a week before that, and I gave him an update of my address.
Yep, well, it ain't out. All right, let's see, what do you do for sentencing? I didn't see that one.
August 22nd for grand larceny.
Yeah, who's your judge?
Darnell Jackson.
Judge Jackson. All right. Well, let's, Joe, can we have Mr. Hoffman drop as well, take under advisement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. People versus me. Petrie?
Apologies, Ethan Day on behalf of Mr. Petrie. I'd be unable to waive the reading, Judge.
All right, let's go over the two counts. Count one is felonious assault or assault with a dangerous weapon. That is a felony of 4 years and or $2,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest. Count two is domestic violence. That is a misdemeanor, maximum penalty of 93 days and or $500. Do you understand the nature of the charges, Mr. Petrie?
Yes, sir.
Plea of not guilty. Office of assigned counsel. You have court dates coming up. Pre-exam is 8/26 at 11:15. Preliminary exam is September 3rd at 10 a.m. That's in front of Judge Victor. Esteban.
Judge, Mr. Petrie's lived in Saginaw his entire life. He does handyman work. That's how he makes ends meet. He has a lot of family in the area, and I've had occasion to review the bond recommendation. He only has one prior from 2003, according to the lien. As such, I would ask for a PR bond. And I also impressed upon Mr. Petrie what no contact means, and he said it would not be an issue, Judge. If not, we would ask that you follow the bond recommendation.
Bond recommendation was. All right. Who are you living, or who's he living with over on Stone Street?
Mr. Petrie?
Nadine Booth was staying with me in my residence. She's no longer there.
Let me ask, say, Miss Tracy or Mr. Robinson, are they're with you? Mr. Petrie's with you?
Yes, Mr. Petrie is that's my client.
Yeah.
And is he compliant?
Yes. I'm surprised. He does everything. I've had him for almost 6 months, and he makes all his appointments. He's mental health. He gets injections with us, and he's never been a management problem at all for me.
All right.
Hello?
You will have no contact with Miss Muth, Mr. Petrie?
No, sir.
All right. When's his next med review? Do you know when his next med review is?
You said when is his next med review? Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look, I can look it up right now. Hold on.
Your counsel or whatever.
His next med review is 8/22, and he has an injection scheduled for 9/5.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Just, look at a couple more things and, but no contact with Miss Muth, okay, Mr. Petrie?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you
All
need
right.
the patient number?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Your Honor.